Hello, entrepreneurs. I told you that we would deep dive into breaking down the 7 degrees, giving each degree a little bit more information, a little bit more time in case you had questions, and to kind of explain to you why it's so important. The first one, like I said, we're still talking about the 7 degrees of separation. I'm running into a lot of clients who are trying to separate their business, and there are some things that they're making priority where there are other things that could be more priority. One of the things I want you to understand, you can pay for a separate business address. That's a big thing. Virtual offices are huge. And if that virtual office is going to answer the phone and filter information to you, then it's important. However, if it is not, and it's just so that you look like you're doing something, you're kind of missing the mark. And I'll explain to you as we get down further. Because tax wise, unless you are totally separating out your business from your personal, doing a completely separate return, you no longer can use the home office deduction. So people who are doing everything on their personal return and using a Schedule C, you don't qualify for that deduction anymore. That was part of the Tax and Jobs Act of 2017. So that's no longer deduction. Now that does not stop a lot of people from doing it, because if you do not know, you're going to do what you know. That doesn't make it right. And as long as you don't get caught, you are fine. But if you ever caught, if you're audited, if they come after you, then you're going to have to pay. My philosophy is do it right the first time. Do it the right way. Not only that, whenever you're going, the biggest part of separating your business and your personal is so that you can grow both. In other words, when you do not separate your business and your personal from your personal finances, everything you do is tied together. That means that if you buy a car, then it reflects on your personal as well as your business. All of your money is tied up. So on that tax return, everything shows, and they look at how much your business made. And most people, whenever they're doing it that way and they're doing a Schedule C, their first thought is, I'm going to write everything off. If you write everything off, then you're showing that your business does not make money. If your business does not make money, then your business cannot qualify to get credit cards or credit extensions or lines of credit or cars or anything under the business identity, because everything is on the same tax return. So that's why I do the videos, because like I said, people will do things that make sense to them, but that doesn't necessarily make sense to the investors. Like the virtual office is great, but it means nothing if your business is on the same return as your personal and you're showing a loss. Nobody's going to give you a line of credit. Now, couple that along with not having bookkeeping. Most entrepreneurs don't have bookkeeping. They're like, oh, I have my bank statements, and oh, I have receipts, but you don't have bookkeeping. So nobody can see what you're invoicing, what you're bringing in, how much money you're actually making on a monthly basis. Without knowing any of those things, you're going to always have to try to prove it. If your personal and your business are still connected, meaning they're all in the same bank account, same tax return, everything that you do on either side is going to affect the other. So you can't even qualify for a home, or what if you want to buy a personal car, or what if you need to send your kid to college. Everything is connected. The 7 degrees of separation are a protection. They are a protection so that you do not lose everything trying to build one thing. So the first thing we're going to talk about in the 7 degrees of separation would be